Anyone? Which group? Which group here? Yeah. But which group they talk about the adverb clause here? Anyone? In your group here? Group mình nói gì? Thọt mình group đó. Okay. So now let's go together, everyone. So when we're talking about the adverb clauses, we always care that clauses there are two main kind, right? That we have main clause and we have sub clause, or we can say dependent clause and independent clause, right? So when we're talking about the adverb clause, it is a kind of dependent clause that functions as adverb. Okay, and usually it begins with subordinating conjunction. Okay, after you finish about this unit, you will learn about the conjunction too. Then we have four kind of conjunction, right? We have like coordinating conjunction, we have subordinating conjunction, conjunctive adverb, and one more is that we call what? Correlative conjunction. Okay, you will learn later about that one. So when you HD clause, adverb clause, or noun clause, they start with subordinating conjunction. So what are the subordinating conjunction that we have in English? Actually, there are a lot, right? There are a lot of kind of conjunction that you can see here. This is just some of the conjunctive, of the subordinating conjunction that we use with adverb clause like after, as though, since, when, or though, because, so that, and so on. These are called subordinating conjunction. They will use with adverb clause. You know what? Among the three kind of clauses, adverb clause has the most subordinating conjunction. Okay, you will learn later that why there are a lot of this one. So when we're talking about this this kind of conjunction can also function a preposition. How do we know that? Easy. If they are used with a noun, you see, after lunch. After lunch here is not a clause, right? It's not sentence. It's just noun. So it is followed by noun like this. We call what? Preposition. Okay. But how about here? After you finish the disease, this one it start with what about it? This one. After and then plus what? Plus noun or plus clause about it? Which one?
Clause.
Anyone? Clause. Yeah, plus the clause. That's why when we find clause like this is called we call conjunction. So if it is with noun, we call a preposition. If they are used with clause or with sentence, this is called what? Conjunction. So this is not adverb clause, but this is adverb clause. That we use with subordinating conjunction. So what you have to remember is that these words like after, as, before, since, and until, they can be used with noun that they function a preposition. But if they use with the sentence or with clause, we call what? Subordinating conjunction. This is what you have to remember when we use with adverb clause. And so these are the all the clauses that you have to understand. So all kind of adjective, adverb, and noun clause, they follow with they argue with what? Subordinating conjunction. Okay, even in adjective clause, even in adverb clause, even in noun clause, they are the same. Okay, you will later that in adjective clause we don't call subordinate, we call relative pronoun and relative adverb. But actually their name are called what? Subordinating conjunction. Okay, all are the same. Subordinating conjunction. Remember again about it when you with adjective clause, noun clause, adverb clause, they are used with what? Subordinating conjunction. So what are they? But before I go to the conjunction, I would like you to know that usually when we use with adverb clause, if we use like this, like example here, because scientists are interested in the planet, comma here. So why comma? I mean that when we use adverb clause before another independent clause, we need one comma here. So because it's an adverb of reason, so when it's time beginning and like this, we need one comma. Okay. However, when they stand behind the independent clause like this, no comma. So for adverb clause, they can change their position. They can put at the beginning with one comma, or at the at the end after the independent clause, no comma. So you have two ways. Okay, you can put at the beginning, or you can put at the end. They are the same. Okay. So this is about the special point about adverb clause. Adverb clause can change their position. And again, at the beginning, what comma? Or we can say that when they stay before IC, independent clause within one comma. When they stay after IC, no comma. You see what you have to understand, about the comma that you in, adverb clause. So, what are the different kind, of adverb clause here? Are there are a lot, among the three clauses, adverb clause has the most kind. Well, like what? Adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of reason, adverb of comparison, distance, degree, or frequency, adverb of purpose, adverb of result, adverb of condition, adverb of contrast, and adverb of concession. So you can see there are a lot of kind, of adverb clauses. Okay, now let's go one by one, everybody. When we're talking about, the adverb of time, like here, these are the adverb of time that we use it, like when, before, after, while, us, by the time, until, till, since, us, whenever, every time, or the first, second time, and so on. These are the conjunction that we use with adverb of time. You can see only one kind, of adverb of time. Here we have too many conjunction already. So when, before, after, and so on. But don't forget that dahin. Hello, dahin. Yeah, dahin. Do you hear? Where are you now? Hello, dahin. Usually, some adverb, some conjunction can also become preposition, right? How do we know that? Example, like after, like before, example, right? We can also, use a preposition. So how do we know that? Dahin, how did you answer that?
I don't know.
When it's in the middle of the sentence, teacher.
No. We don't care about that.
When dahin.
When what? When they are followed by noun or by clause that we call preposition. Which one?
Noun, teacher.
Noun, yeah. So when they follow by noun, they are called preposition. Example, before study, I always call tendon example. I always say tendon. So before he is not a conjunction, right? It is preposition. So it is not ever clause. But if we just say, before I start the class, I always check the attendance. This is adverb clause, right? So adverb clause what? Here, adverb of time. How do we know? Here, you have what you have to remember, right? When, before, after, while, us, by the time, until, till, since, us, whenever, every time, first time, second time, third time, so on. These are the conjunction that we use with adverb of time. Okay? Don't forget that. And remember, they can stand at the beginning or at the end. If they stand at the beginning, like you can see example here. Okay, like here example. He was talking on the phone when I arrived. This sentence had no comma. Why, everybody? Why? Why has no comma here, anyone?
Well, because they have when.
Yeah, when he is at the end, right? Behind IC, right? IC, independent clause. So no comma. Okay, like, but if I change, when I arrive, he was talking on the phone. Comma or not? Anyone?
Yeah.
Comma.
Yeah, we have one comma, right? Don't forget that. So we can change, position between adverb clause. Okay, like, before the same, like, after, like while or us, like, by the time. So you can see that when we put, by the time or conjunction here at the beginning, here we need one comma, right? But you look at this example here, we will finish before here, right? No comma, right? Because why? It stand after IC. Another one, we will finish after he come, also no comma, because it's at the end. Another one here, while also behind IC, so no comma. But if it stand at the beginning like this, we need one comma. Okay, this is about just some able of time that we need, like until, till, the same, like sin, like as soon as. Okay, these are just some conjunction that we use in able of time, and whenever, every time, and so on. So don't forget that we can change a position. You can put behind IC, or you can also put before IC. If before IC we need what? We need one comma, right? Don't forget, everybody. If if behind IC, here example, no comma. So this is about just some able of time that we need, that we have in English. Okay. So there are many conjunctions that we can use. And another one, like the first time, second time, third time, and so on, that we can use, right? For example, the first time I went to New York, I was intimidated by the city. Intimidated means you are afraid. Okay, you were made afraid. So you can see that the first time I went to New York with comma here, because why? Why, everybody? Why? Why we need comma here? Why? Anyone?
Because we put the first time.
Yeah, you put it before IC. Okay, first time is conjunction, right? That we use with the sentence here. Okay, so that's why we need one comma. But can I change it position? Can I say I was intimidated by the city the first time I went to New York? Anybody? Can I change? Yes.
Yeah, teacher.
Or can be changed? Or sentences can be changed like this. Like we waited until. Yeah. Or anybody, we can change it position, no problem. Okay. So for above of time, we can change a position.
Yeah.
You can put at the beginning or at the end, no problem. But remember, behind IC, no comma. But if we stand before IC, we need one comma. Okay. This is about what you have to remember about the adverb of time or adverb clock. And another one, we call it adverb of place. Adverb of place. Like, so what conjunction that state, the adverb of place, like, where, wherever, anywhere, okay? These are just some, kind of use with, adverb of place. So we have where, we have, wherever, we have everywhere, anywhere. These are adverb of place. Everybody, if you cannot catch up with me, you can ask me, okay? Anyone? Because I
Yes,
go a bit far. Okay? So where, wherever, everywhere, anywhere, we can put at the beginning or at the end, no problem. Okay? As I'm here, I have put it where I can find it again. Okay? I pay by the card wherever I can. Or you can change position. You can say what? Wherever I can, I pay by credit card. But what do we need, everybody? You put like this. Wherever I can. Yeah, comma, yeah. Wherever I can, comma, I pay by credit card. Okay, you see about the way that we can change, for adverb of time. So when you see a where, wherever, everywhere, anywhere, they are adverb of place. Adverb of place. And another one, we have adverb of manner. What is adverb of manner? Like here, everybody, like us, adverb us, like us alone, or us if, or us though. These are called, adverb of manner. They answer the question, how. Example like here, the demonstrator left us the police, had order. So this one we pronounce what? How do we say here? The demonstrator left us the police had order. Đôi. Mình một bài là phía gì? Đôi chuyện, bài đôi. This is called, adverb of manner. So can be, adverb of time. Can be adverb of manner. Be careful about it. How do you suppose like here? As I got home, I called my mother. As I got home, I called my mother. This is adverb of time or manner, everybody? Which one? As I got home, I called my mother.
Manner.
Time. ពេលដែលខ្ញុំដល់ផ្ទះនោះខ្ញុំបានទេម៉ាក់ខ្ញុំ okay
What?
not a manner okay but another one like here you can see the demonstrator left us the police head order. This one we don't translate when we pronounce we translate like become it can be don't okay and another one like here buddy the writer were protesting us though okay đôi đại diện writer mình những cột cỏ đấy cột cỏ the writer were protesting us though there were no police around them cột cỏ cũng là to quá hát mấy đôi chia gì họ mình beli cái bài vậy okay this is about the way they use with adverb of manner okay we can use adverb plus us plus adverb plus us okay example she is talking as fast as she can to her teacher okay as fast as this is the first form okay okay nếu bông dây lươn đôi mình tên tam anh thấy ban chỉ một cửu chẳng this is about adverb of manner so we have us plus adverb us or us if us đầu để bị tân saying khmer đối chia or hạ bay đối chia this is about the adverb of manner. So what you have to remember are the conjunction that we use in different kind of adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of being manner, okay. And this is another one that we call adverb of distance. They show about how far. Like this is only one form. We have only one form. Us plus adverb plus us. And we don't have many that show about this. This is just example for you here. Example. Head job on the big as far as he can. So actually we can call adverb of comparison too. No problem. Okay. Because us adverb us, right? So we can say adverb of comparison, or we can say adverb of distance. No problem. Okay, everybody. When you see the word us plus adverb us like that, we can call adverb of comparison. No problem. Okay, so here they are called adverb of distance, or we can call adverb of comparison, like this one here as well. Okay, like adverb of manner here. When you see us adverb here, we can call them adverb of comparison too. No problem. Okay, and another one we have adverb of frequency, the same structure, the same form like us adverb us. But how do we know that? Here, when they answer question, how often, like here. She jog on the big as often as she can. Okay, so this is adverb of frequency, or as I told you already, we can call adverb of comparison, or we can call adverb of degree. Have you ever heard about it? Adverb of degree. Okay, we can call adverb of degree. We can call adverb of comparison. If they say often, we can say adverb of frequency. If they say far us, adverb of far us, far us, adverb of distance. Okay, so we know us fast us slowly us, adverb of what? Us slowly us, fast us. We call adverb of what? Everybody? Manner, right? Manner. But all can be combined to one adverb of degree or adverb of comparison. Okay, you see what we can easy to understand. It's better than just say there are a lot of this. Okay, and another one that you have to be careful about it. I want you to look at over here a little bit. I think you learned about about conditional last time. Conditional, when you see the word as if or as though, right? If as though, if we talk about the real condition, we use present, right? You present. But if you with past simple, example, she is talking to me as if I knew her. As if I knew her. I talk about what? I talk about real or unreal, buddy. If it's like that.
Unreal.
Yeah, unreal. That's why as if as though they can call adverb of condition as well. You will learn again at the end. They can call adverb of manner. They can call adverb of condition. They will talk about the unreal situation when they are used with past tense, right? If they use with present or future, they are real. If they use with past simple or past perfect, they are unreal, like second and third conditional. Okay, this is what you have to remember, everybody. About as if and as though. Don't forget that. And another one, we're talking about that way. Sorry, like you can see here, John act as if he were. If you say like this is real and real, buddy. As if he were. Real and unreal.
Unreal.
Anyone? Unreal, right? But if you say he is the he is the print. I mean, he is the real, print of wealth. Don't care about this. Don't care about formal, informal. Okay. This one means that usually when we say the word as, if, as though, we don't like using this way here. We don't like using the real one. Usually we use it for the unreal one. Okay. And it is not informal. It is what? Formal. Again, buddy. If you say as, if, as though, usually you use unreal. If you use past simple, we talk about the past, buddy. You remember that condition? If you past simple, we talk about the past.
Now, teacher.
Now.
Yeah, now. The same like second conditional, right?
Second conditional.
You see what you have to take note about this. And another one about it that you have to know is called, adverb of this that we call adverb what about it? Yeah, so that in. So that in order that we call adverb of what? Adverb of purpose, right? Purpose that we in might be called đam bay. Okay, mình bộ bài được chứ đam bay. We have so that, or we can say in order that. Have you ever used anybody? Have you ever used this word, anyone? If
No,
so alone, fanboy, right? If so alone, fanboy. If you so that together, or in order that, they are called conjunction. Conjunction of what? Here. Conjunction of purpose, or we can say adverb of purpose. Like here example, farmer use chemical pesticide so that they can get higher crop yield. Again, mìnhអ្នកកសិករប្រើប្រាស់យើងថ្នាំគេស្មោះស្លាត់ដើម្បីពួកគេអាចទទួលបានទិន្នផលខ្ពស់. So this one, if you so alone, you need one comma, right? Because fanboy. But so that he is a fanboy, be careful about it. So that he is a fanboy, it is called what? Subordinating conjunction. And show about what? Purpose. Purpose here. Purpose, okay? Only two words. So that and in order that. And another one, like here example. In order that, consumer can enjoy unblemished fruit and vegetable, okay, farmer also spray their field. ចឹងដើម្បីយើងអ្នកប្រើប្រាស់អាចសប្បាយរីនឹងយើងផ្លែឈើនិងបន្លែដែលគ្មានគេខូចខាតនោះអត់មានតកៅអត់មានអីកសិករប្រើប្រាស់បាញ់គេគីមីដែរ okay. This is about the way that we use adverb of purpose. So we have two here. So that and in order that, okay, that we call adverb of purpose. Purpose here. However, buddy, we have another one that is that usually in order that is very formal, more formal than so that, okay. In order that is more formal than so that, and we can also use this conjunction with may, might, with can, could, we would, and so on. Okay, it's okay. When you in those kind of structure. However, sometimes we can cut down the adverb clause of purpose to in order to plus by form. Okay, we can also use this way as well. In order to plus by form. This is just the same way that we use it adverb of purpose. Okay, like you can see here. We can say farmer use chemical pesticide in order to get. So we can say like this as well, no problem. We can say in order that we can get. In order that they can get, or we can say in order to get. No problem. Or we can cut down to one more. We can say to get. Okay. So you have two ways that we can omit in order that. But which one is very formal, buddy? among that I have mentioned. In order that, in order to, or to get. That is the more formal one. Everybody,
More formal teacher.
which one?
To get teacher.
Anyone?
Okay.
Yeah, in order that. Plus sentence or plus clause. Okay, we can cut down here only in speaking, everybody. In speaking is okay. You can say in order to get or to get. But to be formal one, we use in order that plus clause. This is what
That.
you have to remember about the adverb
In
of,
order that to get.
purpose. And one more, that you can see here. In order that they can get here is, the more formal one. You can say three way here, right? In order to get, or in order that they get. But this one, the more formal one. Okay? This is what you have to remember about, adverb purpose. And another one we call, adverb of result. And it's just similar to, adverb purpose. But this one we have, here. So, plus adjective, adverb, that. Okay? If we use so that together without this adverb or adjective, we call adverb purpose, right? Be careful about it. If so that without adjective adverb, we call adverb purpose. We shall learn right now. But if you use with adjective adverb, they are not called adverb of purpose. They are called adverb of result. Result, yeah. Or like such, plus noun that. So much, many plus noun that. Or so little, few plus noun that. Okay, so we have some phrase in the middle like this. They are called, adverb of result, not purpose, not purpose. Now you can see some example here, everybody. This is just some more here that you can use, with adverb of reason. Also, I forgot to give you example here. Now I just give you example a little bit, everybody, before I go to that one. Example, everybody, if we just say, like this. She is so beautiful that I love her. Example. So this one, everybody, you can see what in the middle, everybody. So we have so, okay, and we have that. But what can you see in the middle here, everyone? What can you see in the middle?
Adjective teacher.
Adjective, yeah, adjective. That's why, this one is not called, adverb of purpose. The adverb of what? Of result. Yeah. How do we know? Because you can see the word so plus adjective plus that. Okay. If you saw that together without adjective form, we call adverb of purpose. Here example, I give you one more. I am studying hard so that I can pass the exam. Example. So this one you can see no adjective adverb in middle. This one we call what? Adverb what, everybody?
Adverb.
Purpose. Okay. This is what you have to be careful. If you saw plus adjective plus that, this is called adverb of result. Like one more. He is speaking so fast that I can catch up with him. Example. How about it, everybody? It's called what?
Adverb result, yeah.
Yeah, result. Yeah, result. Okay. This is about what you have to be careful about it. Now, another one, if you with noun, example. He is such a kind man that I really look up to him. Okay. You can see here, such plus noun plus that. Okay. Such plus noun plus that. So when you see the kind of structure, this is called, adverb. Adverb what? Everybody?
Purpose.
Result.
Yeah, result. Okay. Okay. This is about what you have to, be careful about that. So when you see so plus adjective adverb that, such plus noun that, or so, like another one. She has so much money that she can, by
Adverb result.
by whatever she want. Example. So this video you can see, right? So plus make money plus debt. Okay. So this is ever a word, buddy. Ever
Adverb result.
yeah, ever of result. So this is what you have, to understand, about adverb of result like that. Okay. So this is what I want you to understand. So when we talk about, adverb of
Purpose
of
clause.
result, we have to look at the structure here. So plus the adverb that, site plus noun that, so make many book plus noun that, and solid of shoe plus noun that we call adverb of result. Okay, it's for here that I gave to you right now. And another one that we call, adverb of reason. So these are the conjunction and the phrases. Some are not conjunction, everybody. Like you can see at the bottom here. They are not, conjunction. Okay, here from seeing that, in us, to the bottom, they are not conjunction. They are just preposition, but it can also be used in the, adverb clause to talk about the reason. So we have because, since, they usually use these three words, right? But now that, now that also adverb of reason we can put about it. Now that là lâu, that cứ thà, but now that không phải tôi này gì mà một ra bây giờ mean it's like because us or sin. So we can use the other phrase like seeing that, in us, might us, due to the fact that, owing to the fact that, in view of the fact that, because of the fact that, on account of the fact that. In Khmer do we say about it in Khmer? Một bài mấy đó gì một bài mấy gì on một bài này hả? Đôi xa tai. Đôi xa tai gì? Có đó. In my us, due to the fact that, owing to the fact that, in view of the fact that, because of the fact that, and so on, they are just the same meaning in Khmer. Đôi xa tai này. Okay, so these are just, conjunction and preposition that we can use, in the adverb of reason. Like you can see some example here. Okay, that you can use here. He is unhappy because he is poor. So because he adverb of reason, right? Because here you can see us also mean because. Don't forget that. So us can have a lot of meaning, everybody. Us can have a lot of meaning. It can be adverb of time, còn miễn adverb of being purpose. Mean purpose no, right? Adverb of being we call adverb of being comparison, adverb of distance, right? They also have us. So adverb of manner, I mean us die. And here adverb of reason also have us. That's why you have to be careful with the meaning that we use with, us. Here, he was a fool. Chứ nói xa tai ở đây mày được pil đái đi. Sao có chìm được pil plớ no? Refuse to listen to me. Example. Sin here can be adverb of time and adverb of reason as well. How do we know about it? Example. I have been studying English since I was born. Well, you can select everybody. Sin here, adverb of time or reason, everybody. Huh?
Reason.
I have been.
I think adverb of time.
Yeah, adverb of time. Yeah. Like another one. Since I have no money, I can't go anywhere. How about this? Adverb of what?
Reason, teacher.
Yeah, adverb of reason. Yeah, adverb of reason. Okay, good. So we have to look at the meaning, everybody. That they can be, some adverb can be adverb of time, adverb of reason, like this. So you have to look at the meaning carefully. Okay. So this is just an example for you about the adverb of reason. And another one, like here, let's talk about the result that I want to clarify for you. So don't forget when we see the word, is so successful that. So successful is still, right? So this one called what, buddy? We call what? Anyone? Adverb of again?
Adverb of result.
Result, yeah. Result, not reason, not purpose. Okay? So plus adjective that. Okay? Or such plus noun that. You can see? So now cookie are such a success that. So such plus noun plus that. So we call adverb of result. Not, purpose, not reason. So you see what I want you to understand very carefully, about different kind of adverb clause. and you have to read more at home, everybody. Otherwise, you cannot learn them all very well. And another one, we have adverb of contract. Okay, so contract we divide into two. We have direct opposition, or we can say direct contract, and we have concession. So what different here? When we're talking about direct, contract or direct opposition, we have only two words: while and whereas. Or where, or some people pronounce whereas. No, not whereas. Whereas, not where are. Okay, or while. So while can be adverb of time? Don't forget, buddy. Can be adverb of time. Can be adverb of strong contract, or we can say direct opposition. Okay, I mean direct contract or strong contract. In Khmer we translate in Khmer we say tôi được với nhau, or đi ai. Okay, so when we use these two adverb, we need a comma all the time. You see, a bit strange because why? For these two words, wherever you put them, you must put comma, no matter at the beginning or at the end. Okay, you always need one comma. Example here, like you can see, San Francisco is cool during the summer, comma, whereas tôi được với các bạn, tôi được với nhau. Los Angeles is generally hot. We can say I or tôi được với gì. So you can see that usually when we put the adverb clause at the end behind, IC, we don't need comma, right? But this one, you must hay tầm nghĩa vậy? You must put one comma. No comma, wrong. From cha mà hỏi vậy? If you don't put comma, you are wrong. So you must put one comma here when you use the word while and whereas. You see what you have to remember about that. That in Khmer we call tôi được vĩnh or ri. Example. I am, teaching online, whereas some students are playing Facebook. Anyone here, everybody? Anyone? Playing Facebook or not? Anyone?
No, teacher.
Cô sẽ cóc, mà con sói chết liền. Okay, this is about just some point you have to understand about, we call adverb of direct opposition. Okay, mình là pi vấn đề. While and whereas. If we talk about direct contract. And don't forget, we always need one comma. And another one we call, concession. Concession is, less stronger than whereas and while. Mà hãy sao chuyện là mình tích. Hãy bỏ bài khoán tôi bày chia vậy. So we have three words here. We have, although, even though, and though. Bày này. The three words we call, adverb of concession. Hãy sao chuyện là pi mà gì? Chuyện ghế whereas and while. Chứ bọc tôi sẽ lạ món dương prai ghế while whereas. Bọc tôi thom ra là bom đi bảo biết bày màu. Although, even though, and though. Bày này. They had the same meaning. But which one is the more formal, everybody? Which one is the more formal one? Anyone? Which one?
Even though.
The more formal. Yeah, even though. The more formal one. Okay. So, these three words, they have the same meaning. But though, is less formal. Though here. Okay, usually we don't use it very much. But in speaking, it's okay. Example, let's say, I love you though, right? Are you free though? Are you free though? Like that, right? And even though is the more formal one, then although and though. And remember, for this word here, comma here is optional. Okay? The three words, although, even though, though. Even though they are at the end, here behind IC, you can put comma. But comma here is optional, means changeable. You can put it or no need. Different from, whereas and while. Whereas and while you must put comma all the time, even though it stands after IC. But although, even though, you can put comma or no need. Okay, comma các bạn. Lúc chào các bạn bằng hai gì? Khó nó phải hỏi á, comma nè. You can put it or no need, but you put whereas or while, comma here must be, put. If you don't put, you are wrong. But for although, even though, you can put comma or no need, no problem. Cái tụ bảy chiaอย่างnày bảo vệ. This is about the difference between although, even though and whereas and while. Okay, so whereas and while are stronger than although, even though and though. This is what you have to remember about the adverb of contract. And another one, buddy, the last one for adverb of adverb clause is called condition. I think you learned already, right, from last time about condition. What are the subordinate conjunction that we use in adverb of condition, anybody? What adverb? Sorry, what adverb? What subordinator that we use?
Fanboy teacher.
In condition, anyone?
I forgot.
Happy if teacher, I mean if child if first row cancer also if, right? So usually we use condition, we talk about if, okay, like unless, like we have in care, we have unless, we have provided, ding, provided that, we have as long as, we have as if, as though. I told you already, right? If though here we use in so though first, can answer everybody which one? As if, as though we use in so though first or cancel, which one? Second and third. Don't forget that, right? If we use for all condition. How about in case, unless, everybody, or provided, or provide did that, provided, providing, so whatever. Sorry, what conditional that we use in? Anyone?
First conditional.
First
Yeah, first conditional. Yeah. First, this one in all conditional. In case, unless, provided, as long as they are in the first conditional. And as if, as though they are in the
second and third.
Second and third, yeah, or mid, right? Conditional. Okay. So as you learned already, another verb, one more. Supposing. Supposing. Suppose. How about this? What do we use in? Anybody? In slow, first, second, third, or mid? Which one? In what? This one? In what in? In the row? First, second, or third? Supposing, in the end?
Third teacher.
Yeah, second and third, unreal อย่าง vậy đó à, P เนี่ย P นี่คือลักษณะอย่าง unreal ของ P as if, as though, supposing, suppose, or imagine, right? Imagine, they are in the unreal condition. So as you learn from last time, you learn already, just summarize for you, right? So we have so we have first, second, third, and mid condition, no, okay?
Wow.
So always true, right? First can be possible. How many percent, everybody? How many percent for first, everybody? Can you remember?
90%.
90%. Okay. How about AVU second and third? They are about what? They are unreal, everybody. For
Unreal teacher.
Yeah, unreal. Okay. Second, we use for what? For now or for the past? Second.
Now, teacher.
Now, yeah. And third for the past. Okay. How about mix? What about mix? What about mix? How about mix?
Present with past.
Yeah, unreal again in the present to the past, right? Or past to the present. Then we talk about the unreal condition. So these are the different kind, of adverb of clause that we have. So we have many kind, of adverb in the adverb clause. We have adverb of time, adverb of place, reason, result, purpose, condition, and so on. Okay. So among among the three kind of adverb, of clause, we have adjective, adverb, and noun. Adverb clause has the most kind that you can see so far here. Okay. So everybody, do you have any questions so far, anyone, about the adverb here? So don't forget, for adverb, we can change position. Okay. from the from beginning to the end or the end to the beginning, no problem. But you know what I